top. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10, 10, 10.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They begin with a quick throw out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now McCown on the boot. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. Oh, it gets them amped up as they go forward.
What is that?
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
3-yard pickup. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, McCown. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now McCown. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. McCown. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
7 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Danny Shelton.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
And the Cardinal first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Again, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now McCown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Shotgun here for McCown. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Myers on for the field goal.
Oh, no. Oh, stay in. Fuck.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And 4.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
At the 38-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Christian McCaffrey.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. That's to his right. Complete.
Let's go.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt
the
psyche of
doing?
the team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
17 yards. First down, Cardinals.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And a play fake. McCown. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboys.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So up at the 40-yard line. Now McCown. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Henry Ruggs. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's McCown. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Let's go.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Complete to
A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll look to run with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, McCown. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Cardinals.
Let's go, Josh.
Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Cardinals 7, Cowboys 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Newton.
Nope.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that. Things
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Let's go, good tackle.
Hit on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton.
Pick.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Not even talking.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Oh, Akers trying to bounce that. I see.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and a couple, McCown looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, go up and get that.
Away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Again. Oh my God.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown,
looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory. You see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Cowboys 14, Cardinals 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's McCown. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. The final shot before half for McCown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
No gain on.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's fourth down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's McCown. And this one complete to Smith.
Wow.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And they're making a nice play, even though it was complete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's McCown. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw is McCown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with McCown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st down.
Play action. It's McCown. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They fake the give. Now McCown. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the RPO, he completes it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a throw on 2nd down by McCown falls incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun here for McCown. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Goal at the 5-yard.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They are going for it. It's McCown.
No!
It's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Is a turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the end zone, Newton. That's it.
No, what?
A flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Yes.
This defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 26-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I
think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Meanwhile, now McCown has his pass knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's on touchdown?
Side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh McCown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Cowboys 20. Cardinals 14. Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it, McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
No gain on
his carries tonight. They're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
That's a PI. Thank you.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
To throw is McCown. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now McCown, an excellent pickup of 20 yards. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up second.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Nature.